You wake up exhausted. You make coffee, feel like a human being for maybe an hour, and then you crash, so you make more coffee. By 3 p.m., you're somehow both wired and completely drained. And then when you finally get to bed, you can't sleep properly, so you wake up tired again, and you do the whole thing over. Here's the thing nobody actually tells you. The coffee isn't giving you energy. It's just covering up the fact that your body's energy system is completely broken. It's the difference between fixing a leaking pipe and just putting a bucket under it every single day. But stay with me, because here's what I want you to understand. You can reset your entire energy system in less than 10 minutes a day. No supplements, no program, no insane willpower. And yeah, I know that sounds like something you'd see on a 3 a.m. infomercial, but what you're about to learn is grounded in real biology, and it's going to change how you feel every morning. Okay, before we get into the protocol, I need you to actually understand one thing first, because most people skip this and then wonder why nothing works. Energy doesn't come from drinks. It comes from an internal clock your body runs on. Scientists call it your circadian rhythm, and this clock controls everything: when you feel alert, when you feel hungry, when you naturally slow down, and when your body pulls you into sleep. It's been doing this for over 200,000 years of human evolution. The problem? Modern life has absolutely wrecked that clock. You wake up in the dark, you scroll your phone before your feet even hit the floor, you drink caffeine all morning and then again all afternoon, you sit under fluorescent lights all day and stare at screens at night. Your body genuinely doesn't know what time it is anymore. Scientists at the National Institute of Mental Health actually describe it as living in a state of chronic internal jet lag every day without ever getting on a plane. And what's honestly the most frustrating part, we've just accepted it as normal. We think it's normal to need 3 coffees to function, normal to come home so empty that all you can do is sit on the couch and scroll. It's not normal. Your body is begging you for help in a language you just haven't learned to hear yet. So here's what you do about it. Step 1, and honestly, this one's free. It's been free the entire time. You just haven't been using it. Sunlight. Now wait, before you roll your eyes, this isn't some wellness influencer advice. This is straight up biology. Within the first 30 to 60 minutes of waking up, your eyes have these specialized cells. They're called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, which is a mouthful. But the point is, they detect morning light and fire a direct signal to the master clock in your brain. And that signal does 2 things at once. First, it cuts off melatonin, the hormone that was keeping you knocked out. Second, it triggers what researchers call the cortisol awakening response, which is basically your body's natural energy surge. Sharper focus, better metabolism, immune system activating, all of it triggered automatically just by seeing the sun. But here's the part most people don't know. That same signal starts a countdown. About 14 to 16 hours later, your brain will automatically start producing melatonin again and pull you into sleep. Which means if you get sunlight early, you sleep better at night. If you sleep better at night, you wake up with real energy. The whole system just runs the way it was designed to. And no, indoor lighting doesn't count. Your phone screen doesn't count. Even looking through a window filters out too much of what your brain actually needs. You need to be outside, eyes open, no sunglasses. Even on a cloudy day, outdoor light is roughly 10 times stronger than anything inside your house. 5 to 10 minutes is enough. Walk your dog, stand on your balcony, sit outside with your coffee before you get in the car. You don't have to make it complicated, you just have to make it consistent. Oh, and one more thing. If you can delay your first coffee by 90 minutes after waking, do it. Let that natural cortisol peak actually do its job before caffeine jumps in and muddies everything. That one shift alone will change how your mornings feel within a week. All right, step 2. And look, I'm going to be upfront with you. This is the one that makes people want to close the video, so just hear me out before you go anywhere. Cold exposure. I know, just stay, because nobody is asking you to fill a bathtub with ice at 6 a.m. That's not the point. Here's what's actually happening physiologically. When your body hits cold, even briefly, it activates your sympathetic nervous system. Norepinephrine floods your brain, heart rate increases, blood flow surges, your focus sharpens almost instantly. It's like flipping a switch from standby mode to fully awake, faster than any coffee. And, this is the important part, without messing with your sleep quality tonight. The simplest version? At the end of your shower, turn the water colder for 15 to 30 seconds. That's the whole thing. You're not trying to suffer. You're not proving anything to anyone. You're just teaching your nervous system that discomfort is survivable and that alertness is the right response to it. Can't do cold showers? Genuinely fine. Splash cold water on your face and wrists for a minute, or step outside on a cold morning without a jacket for a few minutes. Same mechanism, different delivery. The biggest mistake people make, and I see this constantly, is going from nothing to full ice bath on day one, absolutely hating it, and then deciding cold exposure is a myth invented by people who enjoy suffering. Don't do that. Start with what's actually possible for you today. Your body adapts faster than you think. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Okay, step 3, and this one's probably gonna sting a little, but it needs to be said. No caffeine after 2 p.m. Not a suggestion, a ceiling. Here's why, and this part genuinely surprised me when I first looked into it. Research from Henry Ford Hospital Sleep Disorders Center found that caffeine taken up to 6 hours before bed significantly disrupts sleep quality. The brutal part? Most people never feel it happening. You go to bed thinking you're fine, you sleep 7 hours, you wake up feeling like you slept 4, and you have no idea why. What's actually going on is that caffeine blocks your brain's sleep pressure signals, the adenosine that's been building up all day to pull you into deep, restorative sleep. You don't feel awake, but you don't fully go under either. And that deep, slow wave sleep, the stage where your brain consolidates memory, regulates your hormones, repairs your cells, gets cut short. Studies show caffeine can reduce that phase by over 11 minutes on average. Doesn't sound like much until you add it up across weeks and months of quietly ruined sleep. So, you wake up tired, you drink more coffee, which damages tomorrow's night's sleep, which makes you more tired. The cycle eats itself. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I need that afternoon coffee to make it through work. Here's the deal. If you're actually doing steps 1 and 2, you won't need it. When your circadian rhythm is running properly, morning light, natural cortisol response, cold stimulus, your energy becomes stable. It stops being this fragile thing that collapses every 3 hours and needs constant chemical maintenance. And on the days where you do feel that afternoon slump coming, a 5-minute walk, a big glass of cold water, both give you a real boost without a single consequence on your sleep tonight.
You know, the deeper truth behind all 3 of these steps is actually pretty simple. Your body was never built to run on artificial stimulants in artificial environments. It was built to wake with sunlight, feel the cold of morning air, and wind down when it got dark. And when you recreate even a fraction of those conditions, even imperfectly, even in a city apartment with a 9-to-5 job, you activate biological patterns that have been sitting there dormant, waiting. This isn't about willpower. It never was. It's about removing the mismatch between your ancient biology and your modern environment. The fix isn't trying harder, it's just, finally, working with your body instead of fighting it every single morning. So here it is, the full 10-minute reset. Step 1, outside within 30 minutes of waking. Eyes open, no sunglasses, 5 to 10 minutes minimum. Delay your first coffee by 90 minutes if you can. Step 2, end your shower with 15 to 30 seconds of cold water, or cold water on your face and wrists, or a cold morning walk without a jacket. Pick whichever version is actually going to happen. Step 3, 0 caffeine after 2 p.m. If the afternoon slump hits, walk for 5 minutes or drink cold water. Do that for 2 weeks, seriously, 2 weeks, and you won't recognize your own energy levels, not because you became a different person, but because you finally gave your system what it was always designed to run on. Most people are going to wake up tomorrow and do exactly what they did today. Grab the phone, skip the sunlight, power through on caffeine, sleep badly, repeat. And honestly, it works just well enough to keep them stuck, just functional enough to never question it. But you're here. You watched this far, and I think that means something. Drop a comment below. Which of these 3 steps are you actually starting tomorrow, and which one feels like the hardest? Because whatever your answer is to that second question, that's probably exactly where you need to begin. If this gave you something real, hit like and subscribe. I post every week on how to make your own biology actually work for you. And next video, we're going straight after procrastination, specifically a 5-minute morning routine that kills it before your day even starts. It's the perfect companion to everything you just learned. Click through. Let's keep going.